Okay, in the next step, we're going to extend our topology. We will add a third LAN. Let's call it medicine LAN. So I'll just add a new switch here. And hopefully our switch has enough ports that match the router. Let's see what we have in this switch. We have, okay, I can take also 4 because I'm going to use it for many reasons, but now it's fine. I believe this one. Just switch it off and add CGE. Okay. It depends on how many you have for the server. I think now I have 2 fiber and as many as I need. Okay. This is going to be medicine. And in the medicine LAN, we're going to need only 40 BCs. 40 BCs, what is the best prefix for 40 BCs? /26, 6 bits you need, right? And since we stopped the previous network at, this is our previous network, which was the art lab, right? So we're going to start from the next address. So the new network is expectedly going to be 192.168.1.128. Yes or no? Slash what? In this case, your network 192.168.1.128, and the broadcast will be 192.168.1.191. Okay. So this is our network, and this one here will be medicine lab. Let's just medicine lab and 40 PCs and plus 2 servers, 2 switches. It does not make, okay, it does not make a huge difference. Okay, tamam. So now let's make sure we have enough things. Okay, this is our third LAN. What's the last address in this network? 190, right? So this will be 1190 connected to the router. I honestly don't know what, I'll try copper. I have copper here, but I don't have copper on the router. So I'll use fiber, which is, I'll use fast Ethernet 4.1 and fast Ethernet 4.0. So what I know now is the medicine lab is connected to FA 4.0. Okay, so I'll go and configure first thing what? Configure the default gateway. Okay, I go to the router CLI and let's start. Okay, enable conft interface FA 4.0, IP address 192.168.1.129. The subnet mask, as your friend said, 64 or what? 192.26 is going to be, okay, no shot. And this is the default gateway. I think there is a problem. What does it see? Interface change state to down. So IP address, okay, I see a problem here. Change state to down. No shot again. Maybe the router is down or something. I'm not sure. Okay, let me see the switch here. Yeah, the switch is off. Okay, there was no problem. Thank you. Yani, okay, good. Tamam. Now I go to the switch here. The switch is still booting, so the port of the switch was making the port of the router down. It was negotiating, and now you see the switch is up and the router port is up. Tamam. Excellent. Now we go to the switch. Enable conft interface VLAN 1. And what did we say? The IP address is going to be the last one, which is 190, right? So IP address 192.168.1.190. And the subnet mask of the LAN 255.255.192. No shot. Exit. I need to give default gateway also to the switch, which is 192.168.1.129. That's it. Now we have 40 BCs in this LAN. Let's add just 2 of them and add a DNS or DHCP server. Here we have 1 BC, a second BC. Connect them with cables directly to the switch. and I need to add a DHCP server, right? Here is a server. I'll give it the second address in the LAN, right? Is it 130? DHCP, which is what? 192.168.1.130. Tamam. Okay, good. So now we can go and connect to the switch to the server and then start configuring the service. First step on the server is to assign what? IP address is to it, 192.168.1.130. Does that make sense? Subnet mask is 192, right? /26. Default gateway 192.168.1.29. Perfect. Okay. This is a server. The address must be static. Now we go to the service. The server is used to give addresses to the hosts. So the server will go to the service. We will make the service on. So now we have 40 BCs. Is it a good, where we want to start from? You see the range from 130, okay? And we can start it from 150 if you want, unless you want to keep a range at the end. It depends on your design. So first thing, what's the default gateway? 192.168.1.29. And what's the no DNS server? Where you start from? I'll say 150. And here, what? How many hosts you need? 40. Save or add? Save. Make sure, double check that the pool is fine. 129, starting from 150. Subnet mask, I believe we missed this subnet mask. Where is the subnet mask? 92 is fine, yeah. 40 BCs, perfect. Pass khalas. Now we go to the BCs, desktop, and do what? DHCP. 150 was given to the first one, and the second one here, we will see 151. Now, all the BCs here, all the LANs are connected to one router. They all are directly connected to the only router, right? Let's give a router a name, okay? Let's call it engineering campus. Tamam? Okay. So definitely you can communicate between any two nodes in those networks if your configurations are right. Because the router is aware of all the three LANs, right? Let's see this. How do you know what are the LANs that are known to the router? You just go out of this and use show IP route. Show IP route will tell you the routing table. Do you see all the three LANs here? So you see them. Maybe one of them is subnetted, but you see them, right? Is it 00/24? Is it 10/24? And from this is the first one, right? If it's less than 24, you will see them what? Subnetted here. And you see which one is connected directly to which port. Perfect. So I will just try to ping. You can ping between static or dynamic IP addresses. I will ping, for example, from here. I am at PC0. I'll ping the DHCP server 130 of the medicine. So ping 192.168.1.130. So maybe first ping, as you know, takes time because of ARP tables and switch MAC address tables and those things. However, ping is successful now, right? Simply because the router knows all the destinations and all the sources. Okay, if you try to ping something that does not exist, like 192.168.40.50 or 40.51, definitely the router does not have this in its routing table. So far, we have created 3 LANs. We assigned a DHCP server for each LAN and distributed IP addresses. Next step, we need to see the different types of services or application layer protocols. You know web servers. Web server use a protocol called what? HTTP. 2 types, HTTP and HTTPS. S means secure. They both work on port number 80, but HTTPS works also on port number 443. Now, we will create a web server, but in a separate LAN. We will create a separate LAN for servers. I will create a separate LAN, and I call it servers only. So I'll just change the style here, okay? I will create a new LAN. I need this LAN to be even if from a different address range. Here, I will create something new. Let's say here, servers, LAN, and the network will be 10, 10, 10.10/24. Straightforward. Here, you know, this network will go from 10.10.10.0 to 10.10.10.255, right? So let me just put a switch here for the LAN. Okay, I will put a switch for the LAN and connect the switch to the router. I will take, any switch can work, but I'll take BT switch. Maybe I need different types of ports also. I'm not sure about our router. So I'll add 1 copper, 2 copper 5 gigabit, and 2 fiber gigabit. So now our switch has 8 ports. It's on now. Close it. So let's see to which port we're gonna connect it. I can check the router first. Sorry. Okay, let us see here. Fiber. I will connect. Okay, 50241. So what you need to know now is your server's LAN is connected to what? FA what? 50. Your network is 10.10.10.0/24. So what you need to know is also what? Your network starts from 10.10.10.1, and the last address is what? 10.10.10.254. Okay, this is first usable and last usable. We will give the first address to the default gateway. Good. So I'll go to the router, const interface FA50, IP address 10.10.10.1, 255, 255, 250, and no shut. Good. Set up. I'll go to the switch. I'll give it the last address. So here, what's the switch address? Yeah, Banat is going to be here. Servers. Okay. 10.10.10.254. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'll go to this one and also configure it. Enable const interface VLAN 1 IP address 10.10.10.254, and the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255.0. No shut. Exit. I need now to say IP default gateway 10.10.10.1, so the switch knows its default gateway. Tamam. So these are servers. First server that we're going to put is HTTP server. Very simple. We do not configure protocol working here. We only see protocols. So I'll get a server from here. HTTP server is a web server. What is a web server? You have been using web servers since you were 5 or 3. Tamam? You request a page. All pages in the web server are written in one language called what? HTML. I'm not sure if you did CMBS 350 last semester, but most of you are engineering, so you were lucky. Good. So this is, we will call it, this is our server. First, this server is a web server. Do we need to give it an address? Yalla, we will give it an address. I'll give it an address. First, 10.10.10.10. This is the IP address of the server. And this is going to be a website. What is it? I'll make it www. Okay, www.fun.com. Does that make sense? Fine. I will connect it to the switch. Does that make sense, Yabana? Good. Now what's the next step? We need to configure first the IP address of the server. And this is static, as usually with all servers. Here, no need for DHCP server. All what we have in this LAN are all servers. What's the subnet mask? /24, right? Tamam, default gateway is what? 10.10.10.1. Excellent. Now, for service, there is nothing to do with HTTP, by the way, huh? It's on. Yani both of them are on. And you know, when you go to any web server, they send you their homepage. The homepage of, usually the default homepage of any web server is index.html. Yani here they have the page, and everything is ready, by the way. Here is the homepage of them. Yani they will show you this page. And just to make sure that we are working right, so here I will just change this title. Okay, I will say Thursday lab is fun. Okay, tamam, and save. This is the home page of the server. Now, can you go to this server? The web server is running, and we don't have to do anything. This is not about web servers. It's about HTTP protocol. The web server is running now. Can you go to the web server from BC6? Akid, this is a browser. You know what I mean now by a browser, right? What should I write here? www. You are wrong. Why? Why you are wrong? How did you know the name of this server? Who knows the IP address of this name? No one. I just told you about it in this lab, right? So wait. Can we go with the IP address? Thursday lab is what? Is it the one? So with IP address it worked, صح? But with name it doesn't work because there is still one more thing to do before we can use what? We can use name. Tamam. So what we need to do now? What servers or what protocol maps names to IP addresses? DNS. And if you go to your computer or any other computer, you all have DNS what? Servers. In the university, at home, whenever you go, there is a DNS server. Whenever you go to any website, before you do the TCP connection or HTTP or whatever, you ask the DNS. Now let's do this. I'll add what? I'll add a DNS server. In this topology, Abana, the DNS server will be for the entire topology. All of them are going to be what? Using what? One DNS server. No need to duplicate it, tamam. So this is our DNS, okay. What is the IP address? What do you suggest, ya banat? 10, 10, 10, I'll give it 20, tamam. So this is DNS server. I'll connect it to the switch. Now, first step is what? Desktop. Then what? 10, 10, 10, 20, 255, 255, 255, 0, 10, 10, 10, 1. Tamam. Next, I need to configure the service. Now here, in our topology, how many names we have? Only one name, صح? Which is what? www.fun.com. We need to, if you ask me about this name, I need to give you its IP address. Tamam? Okay, so I go to where? Services. Which protocol I'm trying to configure? Okay, DNS. Service is on or off? On. What's the name you're looking for? Fun.com. What's the IP address? Okay, add. So now our DNS server, he unfortunately knows only what? If you ask him about anything else, he doesn't know. One step is remaining. What is that step? It still is not going to work. Because our PCs in the entire topology, they don't know that their DNS server is who? Is this guy, صح? They don't know that he is the one to ask. Now we need to tell them. Do you want me to tell them manually, or can we ask for the help of our DHCP server? Look at this now. I will go to our first one. I'll go to DHCP. Now I need to configure this. Does that make sense? 10, 10, 10, 20. Save. But now the PCs in the LAN here will not be updated directly. Maybe later, next time, they will be updated. But if you want to update it directly, you can go now. There's still no DNS server, right? What's the trick now to refresh? Static and DHCP. Do they know the DNS server now? Yes or no? Okay. So you know that you need to do this now for all of them, at least for the topology. In real life, they update themselves after some time. They renew the contract. Good. So at least let us do it for the first two LANs here. Because they request the address again. Now the DHCP server will send the DNS address with it again. Tamam. So now we know our DNS server. And now we can go to that thing by name. And we will show you this, how this thing is going to, I think didn't. I need to update what here? The DHCP server in this LAN What is it? 10, 10, 10, 20, and save. Make sure you click on save. Okay, and here I need to just do what? Refresh. Okay, good. And this one, refresh. I'll do it for others later off recording. Tamam. Good. Now, can we go by name? Let's try. Okay. Here, www.fun.com. Go. Perfect. صح. طيب. Show us that this is real. Let us see this. None. Okay. Edit what? Filters. What do you want me to show you? DNS. And is it good idea to show HTTP? But first thing that you will see is what? DNS. Because nothing is going to work unless you know the IP address. Tamam. Okay. So I'll go to BC0 now. Tamam. Okay. I will go to www.fun.com. Go. First thing you see now clearly is going to be what? And see, the request now is going to travel over the entire network. It will go to where? To the DNS server. Of course, maybe first time is going to fail because of tables and. But okay, excellent. It went to the DNS server. If we open this message, you will find a question in it. The question is, what is the IP of www.fun.com? If you open this reply, you will find a reply field, and the answer will be the IP address of that what? Of that server. Let's see this now. Now the BC is receiving the IP address. It now can request the web page, yes or no? See now, after khalas, check mark, now HTTP request will be sent. Does that make sense? Because now you know the IP address of the server. And the HTTP request will be sent and the web server will respond. We can keep this simulation running until we get this. I just minimize this so we see all the parts of here. See, the HTTP request will go to the web server now. Okay, and the web server will send back the HTTP page, and both they are using what? HTML page, sorry. Both are using which protocol to communicate? The HTTP protocol. This is the reply going from the server back to the client, and once it's received by the client, it will contain what? The contents of the requested web page, the one we modified, hopefully. Okay, clear? That's fine. Tamam. Let me just add another web server here. I will add another web server. Okay, the same thing, Yani, just to add two more servers. We'll wait a few seconds until this one finishes. Clear this one, go back to real time. I will add a new server now here, and we will connect it to the switch. We will give it a name. Okay, fast Ethernet. Okay, and this is going to be 10, 10, 10, 11. Tamam? 10, 10, 10, 11. And this, they call it www.net.com. Tamam? This is another son. Now, first, give it what? IP address 10, 10, 10, 11, 255, 255, 255, 0, 10, 10, 10, 1. That's it. Now, we need to go and configure the web page. Service, HTTP, very simple HTTP. And I just add this, ya banat, to show you that it works, huh? Okay, what is this one? Did you take a quiz today? Huh? Who took a quiz today? How was the quiz? Quiz was very hard, ولا good, ولا bad? Bad. Bad in engineering has no meaning. We need something that's quantifiable, okay? Save. Good. Now we saved it, Anna. Here. Now, who we need to tell about the DNS server? Tamam. I'll go to the DNS here. Hey, Mr. DNS, I got a new customer for you. Who is what? Net.com, and its IP address is 10, 10, 10, 11. Does that make sense? add. Let's go to another one here, and I will run simulation for the last time. Okay, web browser, and we will go to www.net.com. So at least we can see now what both of them, the DNS and the HTTP running. Let's see this demo. DNS request goes all the way to the DNS server. No need in this topology to make any routing modifications because all the LANs are connected to the same what? Same router. Okay, this is the DNS request to the DNS server. And maybe you don't know that. Maybe you are doing this thing in your computers and phones and laptops thousands of times every day. Whenever you make a click, you go to a link and you need and you have so many DNS servers. Okay, they are at your service, but you are not aware of that. Does that make sense? ماشي الحال. Okay, so in the next phase we will add email and other layers. Does that make sense?